What is going on, guys? It's OTG Clips here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys all the bad in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. 10 reasons why it's a bad game. Now, I personally do like Call of Duty Black Ops 3, so if you did miss my video where I talked about the 10 good things in Black Ops 3, which was an intentionally positive video, I will leave a link to that in the description. But this video is going to be rather negative, and I'm doing it negatively on purpose. So it's not like I'm trying to bash on the game or anything. I mean, I really do love that game, but I'm just going to be telling you guys some things that's wrong with it. Starting off at our number one reason, we have how Treyarch constantly will buff the wrong guns. It is unbelievable how many people will jump into a ground war, or anything at that matter, and just run around the whole map using a Haymaker 12 or a Brecci. They're extremely overpowered and never get nerfed. They're just always buffed. Let me just summarize it for you guys. If you're up in a close range situation, basically if you're going up against a Brecci, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. There's no other way to put it other than you're going to die. Unless that person is god-awful, has zero skill, or is blind, then you're gonna die. So a solution, nerf the shotguns. Our number two reason why Black Ops 3 is bad is an issue that's not only in Black Ops 3 but in every COD, and that would be joining games in progress. Now, I know people like to get mad and rage quit, and then the lobbies get small and empty in the middle of a game, and it's not fun. So that's why joining in progress is a good thing. But if you look at the clip that's playing right now, I'm joining into a lobby. As soon as I spawn in, the game's already over. So with joining in progress, there needs to be a limit in the game to where people can't join anymore. For example, if you're playing domination, if the score reaches 150 on either team, the game is practically going to be over very soon. So don't let people join in progress anymore. Let the game finish. Because nobody wants to join into a game that's got like 30 seconds left. But if the game just started and it's only like 10 to 5, we need people to join. The game just started. That's what we want, is people to be in there so we can have a full game. So basically how to solve that would just be to add some limit to joining in games. Now, number three is definitely going to be one you guys probably know. One of my personal favorite things about every Call of Duty game is playing the campaign. Now, I know some people just completely ignore the campaign because they like to play multiplayer and stuff like that, but I personally love to play the campaign. But Black Ops 3, what they called a campaign, isn't one. I hate to do this to you guys. I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you haven't played the campaign yet, I highly recommend you just don't. Overall, it takes around 6 hours to complete, but the missions are the same thing over and over again. They're boring, they're repetitive, it's awful. Now, I know what I've said so far is pretty opinionated, so I'm going to be throwing in some facts now. The campaign is completely irrelevant to Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. So why would they name the game Black Ops 3? The only reason would be branding. Everybody wanted Black Ops 3, so if they were to name it something else, it probably wouldn't sell as much as it would have this year. So you slap a brand on a game, and then bam, everybody's wanting to buy it, considering how great Black Ops 2 was. But overall, the campaign is boring, confusing, repetitive, and I'm not even going to mention how it ends. It's so awful. Just don't even play it. So now let's get into our number 4 reason, and that would be none other than zombies. Zombies was something that wasn't supposed to be that big in Call of Duty games, but when it got released, it blew up. The community instantly falling in love with zombies. Back when zombies first came out, there was literally one objective, and your objective was to survive. It was so simple. Wave after wave, kill all the zombies and or dogs, or whatever boss they want to throw at you. It was easy. All you had to do was survive. It was so basic, and everyone loved it, because it literally took no skill to start up a game of zombies. I'm going to use the map in Black Ops 1, Kino der Toten, as a prime example here. In Kino der Toten, you have a pretty medium-sized map. You're given Pack-a-Punch as well as 5 perks. They're all laid out for you. There's no objective that you have to do to get to those items, except for turn the power on. And turning the power on has been something ever since Zombies was born. You had to get the power on to get any perks. And it's not like turning on the power is a challenging thing to do. You literally must find it and hold X to flip a switch. And then you're done. Everything is unlocked for you and you're set. But Black Ops 3 has somewhat ruined zombies. They literally took this basic, amazing game mode and turned it into the most complex, challenging, and confusing thing ever. Rather than surviving, you must complete 4 rituals just to open up a Pack-a-Punch machine. Now, are these rituals easy? Not at all. On top of finding all the hidden items to unlock the ritual while using the beast, you must then do the rituals, and after a ritual, you must kill a boss called a Margwa. It takes forever. It's so hard, and if you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to survive. And for those of you starting players who don't know how to do the rituals, well, you're not going to get Pack-a-Punch. And what that does is probably limits you to around round 15. The only good map in Black Ops 3 Zombies would be the Giant. An unoriginal map at that point. It's literally a remake of Der Riese, a map in Call of Duty World at War that was brought to Black Ops 1 and then into Black Ops 3. It has the objective, survive in it. There's nothing else you can do. So this is going to be my final point with zombies, because I've been talking about zombies for too long now. Imagine yourself never playing zombies ever in your life. You just picked up your first Call of Duty game, and it was Black Ops 3. You wanted to play zombies because you thought it looked interesting. You have no skill whatsoever going into this. What would be easier? Going and playing a simple map like Black Ops 1's Kino der Toten, or going on Black Ops 3 playing Shadows of Evil or like Zetsubou no Shima. Obviously, Kino der Toten in Black Ops 1 has a simple objective of surviving, not completing a series of challenges that is required just to survive. So therefore, Black Ops 3, there's 2 DLCs left. Maybe you can redeem yourself and give us a simple zombies map that's good for everyone. On to our number 5 reason: we have specialist weapons. Bringing in specialists into Call of Duty was definitely a controversial topic, and to be honest, I have mixed opinions about it myself. But honestly, the specialist weapons are stupid. Let's put yourself in a situation where you're going absolutely try hard. You are 29-0 in a free-for-all game. You are one off of getting that nuked out medal. You are so close. This is your first attempt. You're about to go get your final kill, and then that one guy, that one scumbag, gravity spikes you. Are you going to be able to kill him? Absolutely not. Is he 10 feet in the air about to slam down his noob hammers? Yes. Are you going to die? Yes. After that death, are you going to get mad, rage quit, throw your controller at your TV, and burn your Xbox or PlayStation? Yes. Specialist abilities, however, are probably the best way to go. They definitely do not give you an advantage like weapons do, and the weapons are honestly just unfair. Call of Duty has one thing that the community wants: balance. And that would be just to keep all the gunfights fair. And if you're going to put up an MR6 pistol up against a Purifier, who's going to win that fight? Obviously the Purifier would, because it's completely unbalanced. I know I just did talk about how I like the specialist abilities, but my number 6 reason honestly had to be Rejack. I cannot stand Rejack. I've always hated it, but what happened recently gave me more of a burning passion for it. We're going to take a look at this clip right here where I am sitting here on Fringe throwing a cross-map tomahawk right now, and look, it just nails that guy. But then in the middle of my freak-out reaction, I notice, look at the people on the side of the screen. It still says 6 on 6. But I thought I hit a guy with a cross-map tomahawk. I mean, I got 100 points and all. So after that game, I go into theater, and I notice this. When he gets hit with that tomahawk, he rejacked. Are you absolutely kidding me? There's probably like a 1 in 1,000 chance of hitting a cross-map tomahawk, but there's probably a 1 in a 100,000 chance that you're going to hit a guy with a cross-map tomahawk and he rejacks. Rejack is literally the stupidest specialist ability that there is, and I think it doesn't even belong in any game. Number 7, I'm going to be focusing on 2 different weapons here: the Banshee and the Marshall 16. The Banshee, which is quote-unquote a shotgun with unlimited range, will one-shot everyone from any range and can take down a counter UAV, for example, in 2 hits. The Marshall 16 recently was nerfed, but it still is actually very overpowered. In Search and Destroy especially, the Marshall 16 is a very powerful weapon. While you're trying to be stealthy in Search and Destroy, somebody can pop around the corner, shoot the Marshall, and you're going to die. It will one-shot kill you from only a close range because it is a shotgun pistol, but it's still extremely overpowered. Not to even mention, you can put dual wield on it. That is 2 guns that are just extremely overpowered, ridiculous, and don't even belong in the first place. My number 8 spot is something that's been talked about a lot: the bonus playlist and multiplayer. Black Ops 2 brought in something called the Party Games playlist, which basically brought over all the game modes from wager matches in Call of Duty Black Ops 1. They were a fun thing to do with your friends, whether it was in private match or going into public match and just having a lot of fun. It was about making people laugh. It wasn't about like tryharding and getting all the most XP. But in Black Ops 1, there was like gambling with it. You could go on there, play High Roller, Weekend Gambler, and Ante Up, which are all different forms of betting COD points back when COD points weren't the currency of the devil. They were just an in-game currency that you earned simply from grinding the game and completing challenges. Similar to crypto keys. But again, it was just party games, something to have fun with. Black Ops 3 only has gun game. It's kind of pathetic. With this game being a pretty good game, we honestly expected more to come out of it. But who knows? Maybe in the future we will see some party games playlist besides gun game. Maybe they'll bring back like sharpshooter, sticks and stones, anything like that would be so fun to see again. Because I remember going back on Black Ops 2 and just playing those with friends, and it was honestly so fun. Number 9. This is a pretty quick one. It is just a simple matter of no forced game chat. Something that the community definitely loved in previous Call of Duty games. For example, you could not go into a game of Search and Destroy if you were in a party. It would say that you had to back out of your party or you'd be kicked out of the game. This made the game mode more intense and realistic, and honestly it was something way overlooked by the developers. This would be a simple fix, and that's just to simply add it. And the last thing that everyone hates in Black Ops 3, and that would be supply drops. You guys know I could not leave this one out. We're already up to 11 minutes and 30 seconds, so I do need to try to wrap this up pretty fast. So what I'm going to say was, in the beginning, supply drops were amazing. Advanced Warfare definitely had horrible supply drops, and Black Ops 3 fixed it. In Black Ops 3, the only thing you could receive out of supply drops was camos, character outfits, legendary variants, which literally changed nothing but the way the attachments look, calling cards, emblems, and the little gestures that you do at the end of the game. Black Ops 3 first started, supply drops were honestly the best they've ever been. Let's remind you guys that you could not pay for them, and they were only for cosmetic purposes, like I just mentioned. Then they started adding all these retarded weapons like an ancient skull splitter, the Nightbreaker double-bladed rock it looks like, the futuristic energy shooting shotguns and pistols and crap like that. Now honestly, when I actually do conclude stuff about these weapons, they're not necessarily pay to win because they all have disadvantages. For example, all the melee weapons literally are just a replica of the combat knife which you are given in the game. The RSA Interdiction Sniper is only a chest-up one-shot kill. The Rift E9 pistol may kill in 2 shots, but it shoots super slow. So I guess they're not necessarily pay to win, but it's still not fair that only certain people get to have certain weapons, rather than just having the whole community be given all the weapons. But I could go on and on talking about supply drops, but I do need to wrap this video up as we are past 13 minutes now. Thank you guys so much for sticking around watching this video. Sorry that it was so long, but like I said in the more positive video, I did say that the only way to really get in depth and get a point across is to go into detail and just really speak the truth. Make sure you guys do slap a like on this video and subscribe if you are new. I've got some amazing plans for videos coming very soon in the future. Finally got party chat working. I can record party chats. We're going to have funny videos and stuff, but make sure you guys do stick around for that, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.
And I can't wait so we can break apart to hear me if I seem a little unimpressed with this.